Yes. Read the question, Pratik. Prepare accounts in the head office ledger. So who is preparing accounts? Head office. So what kind of branch it is? A dependent branch. Okay, continue. Branch profit as per. Okay. Continue. Okay. The first thing, we are sending the goods at invoice price. I'm sure you know these shortcuts to find the loading and all. How much is the loading here? Respond panunga, cost plus 25. So if cost is 100, invoice price is 125. Correct. Now they have given you, look at this, goods received from head office at which price? Invoice price. So can I say this 120 reflects 100 value or 125 value? 125 value. Out of this 120, you have to find out cost how much, loading how much. Can you quickly? Hey, that is 125 value. 25 value how much? 100 value how much? How much is the cost? 96,000. Loading 24,000. You just write next to the question there only. So 96,000 is the cost of the item. 24k is the loading. Can you tell me the entry simultaneously? We'll do the ledgers later. Can you tell me the entry? Oh yeah, respond. Branch stock debit 120. To GSB 96,000. To branch adjustment 24. So the book profit is getting booked immediately 24k. Clear? Next. Continue. Returns to the head office. Goods returned by the branch. So which price is this? Invoice. So this 2,400 is 100 value or 125 value? 125. In this 100 values cost, 25 values loading. This calculations you should do. How much? 1920 is cost, 480 is loading. Keep writing the next question only. 1920 is cost of the item, 480 is loading. Can you tell me the entry for goods return? Goods return quickly. GSB 1920. Branch adjustment 480. To branch stock 2400. The profit reversal is happening. Next, continue. Next, opening stock at Nagpur branch at which price? Invoice. This is also which value? 125 value. So in this also some loading is there. Can you tell me the cost of the stock and loading? How much is 2,400 is loading? 9,600 is the cost. These calculations you should do. That is opening stock reserve is there, guys. 2,400 opening stock reserve is there in the stock. What is the entry for opening reserve? Opening stock reserve account debit to branch adjustment 2400. We'll see that. Next. Remaining are easy. Cash sales. Branch cash to branch stock. Credit sales. Branch debtors to branch stock. Then opening debtors is given to you and debtors account will take that. Cash received. Branch cash to branch debtors. Okay. Discount allowed and bad debt. Branch expense to branch debtors. We don't differentiate. Next, there is one point given to you. Branch expense are paid direct from. Underline pananga. Branch expense are paid direct from head office. Branch is not paying. Directly who's paying? Head office. See what all expenses are there. What are there? Salary irukku, rent is there, office expenses there. Total everything. I don't want to differentiate. Everything is branch expense. 16,800. 12, 15, 6, 16,800. Entry. Branch expenses to head office cash because they are paid directly at head office. I don't differentiate all the three. So branch expense to head office cash. Finally, closing stock given to you. Which price? 125 value. Divide that into two parts. Cost, loading. 1 by 5, 4,800, 19,200. It cost of the stock. This is loading in the stock. Which one you are talking about? Yes. Because your expense I am paying, so ultimately should be booked in your P&L account. Yes. All of you understood the basic discussion part. Now you are doing how many ledgers totally? 7 ledgers, because they are asking under which system? Stock and data. So let's start doing now. Keep the ledger accounts ready. You have to be a little faster now. Which all accounts? Branch, stock, branch stock. Guys, can you hear me? Mute someone. Sound is coming. That's a good. Hey. So mute every. Online students, can you hear me? Ria Manoj. Keep your mic off, please. Yeah. Someone's mic is on. Hey. Who is that? Someone disturbing da? Online students, please keep your mics muted. I'll only do it. Don't wait for me. Open the ledgers. Hey, what? 7 ledgers you have to keep. Everybody is putting your head on. Nada. Keep your mics muted, please, online. Ria. Can mute Ria. We'll do this. Okay. Branch stock account. Next. Branch cash. Next. Branch debtors. Next. Branch adjustment. Next, branch expense. Branch expense. Branch P&L. Loss when route sent to branch. Yeah, no. GSP. Seven ledgers. All of you can see what I'm writing? Yes. Okay. First entry. See, I don't have the question. You have it. Please look at the question and tell me. First entry. Goods sent to the branch. What is the entry? Branch stock. So first we'll put the opening balance. I'm sorry. Opening balance are given, Nama. Can you give me the opening balances, please? Branch stock opening balance 12,000. So to balance brought down. Then we'll see the entries. 12,000. 12. Oh, keep this in mind. The moment you put the stock there, remove the loading. Because this 12,000 is which price? Invoice price, which has the opening stock reserve. Nah, you already calculated. How much is the loading there? 2,400. So you'll forget otherwise. So immediately what I'll do, I'll remove that. Where? which account? Adjustment account la by opening stock reserve. By opening stock reserve. How much? 2400. Immediately, the moment you put opening stock, you remove this. Similarly, the moment you put closing stock, you remove CR. What are the other opening balances? Cash irkama opening. No. Debtors is there? Yes. To balance. How much? 14,400. Debtors 14,400. That's all. Any other opening balances? Closing balances we'll see later. Now tell me the transactions in the same order, guys. First transaction now, goods sent to the branch, entry, branch stock, 2 GSB, 2 adjustment. Can you tell me the posting in the branch stock account? 2 GSB, I'll write in the inner column, otherwise we'll put directly only, no place. 2 GSB, what is the cost? Cost 2 GSB 96,000. So branch stock 120, 2 GSB 96, 2 adjustment 24. Correct. So 2 GSB 96,000, 2 adjustment account. You are supposed to write branch adjustment because of the place constraint. I'm simply writing adjustment. Clear. To branch adjustment 24. The outer column 120. As you can see, branch stock 120 to GSB 96 to branch adjustment 24. No, what will you post here? Branch stock is debited to GSB to adjustment. You cannot directly write. No, how will you post it in stock account? No. What is the entry? The journal entry has to be posted, no? What is the posting in other accounts, guys? In GSB account? GSB account, GSB, buy branch stock 96. If those are confident, you go ahead, please. You don't wait for me. So buy branch stock 96. Buy branch stock 96. In adjustment account, buy branch stock 24. Buy branch stock 24. So understand, the profit is getting booked immediately. The moment I'm sending, I'm booking the profit in this adjustment account 24. Next, a little fast now. Next transaction is next transaction. Goods returned to the head office by the branch. So the entry is going to be reverse entry. Entry GSB debit. Branch adjustment to branch stock. Tell me the posting in branch stock. By GSB developer 1920 by GSB 1920 by adjustment 480. I'm reversing the profit because the goods are returned back. By GSB, by adjustment. In adjustment account, to branch stock 480. To branch stock 480. In GSB account, to branch stock 1920. To branch stock 1920. Next up, we're going faster. Okay, next up. Sales, your cash sales also, credit sales also. Cash sales, branch cash to branch stock. Branch cash to branch stock. So to branch stock, how much pa? To branch stock how much? 40. To branch stock 40. In branch stock account, by branch cash 40. This is cash sales. To branch stock, by branch cash. Pick your speed. Next up, credit sales is there 72k. Branch debtors 2 branch stock. Branch debtors 2 branch stock. So in debtors account 2 branch stock. Evalam amount 72. So 2 branch stock 72. In stock account, by branch debtors. By branch debtor 72. Next one now, cash received from debtors entry. Branch cash to branch debtors. So branch cash to branch debtor. To branch debtor. Evalam amount 64,000. So branch cash to branch debtor 64. In debtor account, by branch cash. By branch cash 64. Next one. Discount allowed is there, bad debt is there. So I'll combine both put together. Branch expense to branch debtors. Combined amount evalama? What is the combined amount? 2,000 na? So branch expense to branch debtor in one entry. So in branch expense account, to branch debtor. To branch debtor 2,000. Combined amount. To branch debtor 2,000. In debtors account, by branch expense. By branch expense 2,000. This takes care of discount, bad debt. And then you have another 3 more expenses, some salaries, rent rate, all that put together. 3 put together, 16,800. You already done that now. 16,800, the combination of all that 3. That 16,800 branch is paying or head office is paying directly? Head office, what is the entry? Branch expense to head office cash. So only this account is affected. Branch expense to head office cash 16,800. I'm talking about salary, rent, office expense, all the 3. Branch expense to head office cash. Anything else? Anything else? Sales return is there, appa? Sales return entry. Branch stock to branch debtors. Branch stock to branch debtors. No place only. Branch stock to branch debtors. You can see what I'm writing, guys? Branch stock to branch debtors. Returns irukku. How much? 1,600. This is sales return. So branch stock to branch debtors. In debtors account, by branch stock. By branch stock. Anything else? Anything else apart from sales return? No, it's not goods returned by the branch. It is sales returns by the customer. Automatically it gets reversed. Anything else? Closing stock is there, appa? Closing stock how much? 24, amma. So by balance carried down. 24. Which price is this? Invoice. The moment you write closing stock la reserve irukku. There is a reserve. You should eliminate on which side? Branch adjustment account, debit side. Correct. Unrealized profit has to be eliminated now. To closing stock reserve. At the moment you write opening stock, remove the opening reserve. Closing stock, remove the closing reserve. So 24,000 la how much is there? 4,800 reserve is there. Anything else? That's all. Easy. Now you have to decide which account to close. Which account do you close? Debtors account, debtors account paranga. So what all balance we have? Opening balance is there. Just tell me what all are available. It is opening balance. What is this? Hey, what is this credit sales? This 64. Cash received 2000. Discount and bad debt 1600. Sales written. At the moment look at that posting, you should tell me that is sales written, which is everything is taken here. Sales are there, collection is there, discount is there, bad debt is there, returns are there. So obviously the remaining figure has to be closing debtors. Balance pananga. Close the debtors and tell me the closing balance. 70 to 86,400 total. 64, 66, 7. 18,800. You do debtors by balance carried down. By balance carried down 18,800. All of you confirm this figure. Closing debtors 18,800. Online students. Yes. Okay. Next which account? Cash. Easiest. We have some cash sales, we have some collection. Total 1,04,000. And this 1,04,000 will be it's given somewhere. They don't hold any cash. Weekly they are remitting this money to the head office. So that 1,04,000 will be closing balance or remitted to the head office? Remitted to head office. Head office cash to branch cash. So it has to be by head office cash. No closing balance is maintained. We are remitting it back by head office cash. Next, which account? Which account next? Which account next? Should I close adjustment account first or stock account? Always stock, then only go for adjustment. So first you should always close which account? Stock account. Now this is the most important thing you have to be clear. Now focus properly. All of you listen. All of you are alive? Branch stock account paranga. Opening stock is at which price? Invoice. Closing stock, invoice. Opening stock and closing stock at invoice. Goods sent, it is 1.2. Goods sent, which price is that? Invoice. Goods returned back, invoice. So opening stock is at IP, closing stock IP, goods sent IP, goods returned also IP. Apart from this, we have sales. These two are sales na, which are the cash sales and credit sales. And normally sales are also expected to be made at IP. Which is, can I say, everything in this stock account is normally at IP. Now opening stock IP, closing stock IP, goods sent IP, goods returned IP, and sales are also expected to be made at IP. If that is the case, branch stock account should logically tally, or ideally should tally, because everything is recorded at IP. See if it is tallying. It will not tally in the exam, never. Total 72, 112, 136, 138, 400 minus 4,000. Now tell me, understand one thing. Debit side, everything is at opening stock IP la irukku. Then goods sent also at IP. Ideally the account should tally, but it is not tallying. And which side is coming more? Credit side. So can I say if credit side is coming more, there is one possibility that the branch has sold the item at IP or more than IP? More than IP. If they are sold at IP, the account should tally, but it's not tallying. You are getting more on the credit side, which means the item is sold at invoice price or above the invoice price? Above the invoice price. This extra amount is above the invoice. And first journal entry, you book the profit now. What is the entry for profit? The first entry is branch stock debit IP, 2 GSB cost, 2 adjustment profit. There that profit is the difference only between invoice price and cost price. It's just the profit is booked only to the extent of invoice. But here you are selling above the invoice. So can I say this 4800 is extra profit? That extra profit also should go to your branch adjustment account. What is this? Excess profit. I hope you can getting the logic here. Normally In the first entry, profit is booked only to the extent of. Respond to the extent of invoice price. But here account is not tallying. You are getting more on credit side. It means you sold at IP or a little more than IP. More than IP. So that amount is extra profit. And that extra profit should go to branch adjustment. In adjustment account, what is the posting? By branch stock. By branch stock. 4800. What if debit was more? What if debit is more? Two possibilities. One, either they might have sold at less than IP. Two, the goods might have been lost. If credit is more, only one possibility, sold at more. But if debit is more, it can be sold at less or goods are lost. What should you assume in the exam? If the question is silent, we assume it as lost. The reason being the branch do not have the power to sell below the IP. But don't ask me, do they have the power to lose the goods? No, they don't have it, but it can happen, correct? Anyway, so this part is clear. We'll see that later in the next question. All of us are 4,800 book pananga. Now which account? Branch adjustment. 24, 27,200. Total 31,200. 31,200. Balance 25,920. What is this? What is this? This is like a gross profit, and that should go to P&L, to branch P&L, to branch P&L, branch P&L. 25,920 is a gross profit. Branch P&L. What else, guys? Expense account. Balance this expense account. 18,800 should go to P&L by branch P&L. 18,800. Expenses have transferred to P&L. When P&L I missed it. Okay. In P&L it will be first to that gross profit by branch adjustment. What is the gross profit we got? 25,920. To branch expenses 18,800. Correct? 7120. This is net profit. Should go to head office P&L, to HO P&L. To head office P&L. On lost GSB account, the most difficult accounts of all. 96,000, 1920, 94,080. 2. Carry down or brought down? Purchases. 2 purchases. I understand. Do you remember consignment? Okay, consignment you leave. Sir, how much? What is the cost of the goods sent? Look at that GSP account. What is the cost of the goods sent? 96,000. What is the cost of the goods returned? 1920. That is all cost now. GSP account. 96,000 sent. 1920 returned. What is the net goods sent? 94,080 is what is sent to the branch. By whom? Head office. And that when head office is preparing their trading account, they should remove that from purchase. Because see, it's like that. For example, assume my purchase is 5 lakhs. Focus properly. My purchase is 5. Out of 5 lakhs, 1 lakh I am sending to the branch. 1 lakh I am sending to the branch. Now when a head office is preparing its trading account, what should be the purchase? What should be the purchase? They purchase how much? 5. How much is sent to the branch? 1. When head office is preparing their trading account, their purchase has to be 5. From that, don't you think they have to remove goods sent to the branch 1? So it should be 4. This goods sent to the branch of 1 lakh should be booked as an expense for head office or booked as an expense for branch? Okay, that now we are sending 1 lakh. That 1 lakh is taken as head office cost or branch cost? Ayyo. What is the purchase? Hey, what is the purchase? 5. Let me tell in simple way. Purchase evala 5. Out of this 5, 1 lakh is sent to branch. Branch sold this 1 lakh for 1.5 lakh. Branch sold at 1 lakh for 1.5 lakh. Head office is having how much? 4 lakhs. 5 lakhs, 1 lakh has gone. How much is there? 4 lakh. Remaining 4 lakhs sold at 6 lakhs. How much is head office profit? 2 lakhs. How much is branch profit? Branch profit 50,000. You all agree that much. Head office profit 2 lakhs. Branch profit 50. Now tell me, head office trading account la, what should be the purchase? 5. Out of 5, how much is sent to the branch? 1. So what is the cost? 4. That 4 they sold at 6. So their profit should be 2. If I don't remove the goods sent to the branch, I'll be matching 5 and 6. Correct. Now in the books of branch, like when I'm doing the branch account, so what is their cost? 1, they sold it at 1.5, their profit 50. So head office profit 2 lakhs, branch profit. That's how matching will be done. Point I'm trying to convey, whatever is sent to the branch should be deducted from head office purchases. If you have understood, very happy. Otherwise GSB account la final balance will be 2 purchases, but you should not remember. I hope you understood. Clear? So what is the final answer? Net profit developer 7,120. Easy. So this is which method? Stock and data system. Specifically, they have asked you to do that. For the same question, if they ask you to do under data system, let's do it. Shall we? You don't do it. First you listen. So we are doing the same question under which system now? Datas. How many accounts? Only one account. Just one account. What is that? Branch account. You just help me with the figures. We'll start with to balance brought down. What all? Branch stock. How much? Branch stock 12,000. Enna price idu? Invoice. Branch cash irkama? Branch cash opening? No. Branch debtors 14,000. See, I'm trying to do the same question under data system. 2 goods sent to branch, I think 120. Goods sent to branch 120. Now you have all the figures. We'll remove it. I'll remove it. 2 cash sent. Cash sent 16,800. Sir, what is that? So 3 expenses, that salary, rent, etc., etc., total all that 16,800. Who is paying? Head office is directly paying. So can I say something like cash given to the branch? Instead of you paying, I am paying something similar to cash sent to the branch. This side. By GSB, returns irkama 2,400. Which price? Invoice. Okay. By cash remitted. By cash remitted. Look at that branch cash account. Cash account parangappa. Last 1 lakh. Now understand, data system becomes easy because you already done stock and data. You have the balance. If not, you have to prepare that as a working note, cash account. So how much is the cash remitted? 1 lakh 4. Next, closing balances. By balance carried down. Closing balances solungamma. Branch stock. How much? How much? 24. Which price? Invoice. Branch cash? No, not there. Branch debtors? 18,000. Now I should remove 3 loadings. What are they? Opening stock loading, closing stock loading, net GSP loading. So give me the figures. You already know now. Look at the question. You have calculated all that. Opening stock reserve 12,000 level ma reserve irukka 2,400 1 by 5 to closing stock reserve. Out of this 4,800. Now how much is the GSB? 120. How much is written? 2,400. So what is the net sent? What is the net sent? 117,600. Correct. 120 sent, 2,400 is written. So what is the net sent? 117,600 is the net GSP. And this net GSB represents 125 value, IP pa. So loading evala. So loading, so 117,600 into 25 by 125. Sorry? 23,520. This is the loading in net GSB. Shall I explain that part once again? Understood. How much is sent? 120. Written develop 2400. So net GSB 117,600, which is 125 value. So 25 value available. So that will give you loading. Eliminate panana. So by GSB, this is elimination of loading in net GSB. 23,520. Total this credit side is greater. Profit will be 7120 transferred to. Correct, Amma? Clear? Quick. Can you do on your own? Without seeing, please. 7120. That's what you got. It has to be seen. But the limitation of this method, in the earlier method, you know GP and NP separately. But here you can identify only NP. You will not know GP. Because I don't differentiate. Here we are not booking any expenses. We are doing based on the statement of profit computation. We only get the final profit. We cannot get GP separate, NP separate. For this question directly, if they ask you data system, then what is expected? You have to prepare some ledgers as a working note. Which are ledgers, you tell me? Branch debtors account you need to find out debtors closing. Branch cash account you need to find out cash balance, the remittance. Remaining ledgers not required. Only 2 ledgers as working note. Cash debtors. Branch P&L and GSP. Priya, I'll show that now. You just make a note of this branch account first. Branch P&L and GSP I'll show. What's the total? 4,800,000. 1,72,720. Total 175, 120. Preeti Raj. Anyway, total not relevant. Profit you write correctly. My mistake. Total homework. 175, 120. Those who have finished, can you try the same question under single entry? Oh, sir, enna sir solra? Single entry, what is single entry? Trading and P&L. Trading and P&L, you guys are experts, na? Just like that, you have to finish. Quick. For the same question, I want a quick trading and P&L account. Can you show stock and debtor all ledger for once? All of you, this you finished, Tara. Guys, you have finished? 1 second, I'll show it. No? What's your name, by the way? ODRIGH. Hey, at least names you keep, so that I can ask you. So. Okay. I hope you guys are trying. Hey, what? You're simply warming the benches quick. I want the same question under single entry. Single entry, Anna, you have to prepare. Trading and P&L. Okay, once you are done with this stock and debtors ledger, you tell me, please. Finished, I'll explain. Done. Okay. Now, let's do the same question under which method? Single entry. Single entry method, and now what do you prepare, guys? Trading account and P&L account. So we'll do together. Trading and profit and loss account of a branch. Now listen, we are doing together better. First item, opening stock, normal trading account format. So opening stock, how much? How much is the opening stock? 9,600. What is that 9,600? Can you tell me? Cost. Don't record it IP, then loading, elimination, all the drama. No. Now directly we record opening stock, closing stock, everything at cost. Clear? And what is the cost of the opening stock? 9,600. 12,000, adala 2,400 loading. Correct, ra? Hello? Two purchases. 94,080. You have this figure somewhere? GSB account net balance. Try to understand. We have sent 120. In that, how much has come back? Respond. We have sent 120. In that, how much has come back? 2,400. If you remember. So the net GSB was 117,600. In that, some loading was there, na? 23 something. Branch account credit side. 23? 5? Simple words. Whatever is sent to the branch, from the branch point of view, it's a purchase, na? So we are sending to the branch, which is branch is taking from us. From the branch point of view, it becomes purchase. And you have to record that purchase also at cost. Sir, even without doing stock and debtors, this could be done. You don't need all that working notes. 120 sent, 2400 returned, 117,600 loading remove pananga. That is purchase. Any direct expense? Hey, any direct expense? No. Credit side. Sales. Cash 40. Credit 72. Minus returns. Sales returns are there, na? How much now? Sales returns. 1,000. GSB net of loading working. Purchase returns is not there. Where is purchase returns? Ma? No. 112. 110. 400. Returns to head office is taken care here. Mahima. 117,600 is net of returns. From there I have removed loading. Closing stock. Closing stock, 24, sorry, how much was the closing stock? 24,000, na? Minus 4,800. 19,200. Avalada. To trading account. Everything is being recorded at which price? Your cost. Opening stock at cost. Closing stock at cost, purchase at cost, sales at selling price. Total 129,600. Profit. Look at that branch adjustment and tell me the figure. 25. You have this figure somewhere. Branch adjustment account is like a trading account. That should give you gross profit. Correct. If you look at branch adjustment, that's the figure that is reflected there. 25,920. Which you can actually do in such a simple way by preparing trading, and they do 7 ledgers and do it anyway. Next, finally, by gross profit. 25,920. Indirect income circa? No. Expenses? Yes. To discount, to bad debts, to salary, to rent, to office expense. Now you don't write simply branch expense. All the 5 expenses. 800, 1200, 12,000, 3,600, 1,200, 7,120. Correct net profit. I hope you are verifying. This is to net profit. Expenses is what I have written: discount, bad debt, salary, rent, office expense. With this we complete brief intro of dependent branches, all the 3 methods. Clear? Data system, stock and data, singlet. And this should be your net profit 7120, which is reflecting the remaining methods. In this method, it doesn't matter if the branch paid for the expense or head office, right? No. Whoever pays it, whose expense it is? Branch expense, so should be booked here only. Don't see who is paying, see to whom it is related to. Okay, pa. Okay, good. All of you done with this? Question number 2. We can do now. Hey, you are looking tired so early. Where's the Josha? Yes, all of you are mentally alert, alive, receptive. Question number 2. Today only go and finish it. Question number 2. Okay, da? Question number 2. Start. Okay, anyone will select someone. Anyone who's feeling sleepy, you can be honest, no problem. Feeling sleepy, stressed, tired, exhausted. Henada, how's your name, pa? No, fully energetic. Okay. Someone read the question mark. Question number 2. Some girls. It's been only boys from that time. Why, Ravai? Read the question mark. Question number 2. You read. It's actually 3 branches have remitted all together. Hey, என்னடா பண்ற? These people while doing class, they'll do all this drama. Okay, what is the total remittance? All the 3 branches put together, 1,70,000. The total is what they have given there under 320. So the 320 is received by head office from all the 3 branches put together. Next. என்னன்னா அந்த சவுண்டு நாட் அவர் ரிலேட்டட் ஃபுல் டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸாக இருக்கும். Last para once again, please. Tell me what are your observations. Hey, what are your observations, Ra? Any important observations you have made? Okay. Tell me which system, data system or stock and debtors or single entry? Are they asking trading and P&L? Are they asking trading and P&L? Are they asking? Yes. The following particulars are made available to prepare combined trading account. Combined trading account. So underline that, please, all of you. So which method? Single entry. Trading account you should do. No P&L account, only trading account. And also, see the last sentence. Show branch accounts in head office books. Debtor system also. They're asking under single entry also, debtor system also. This part you understood, pa? Now, this is one observation. Second observation. See, when you do single entry, you have to prepare trading account, ma? In that trading account, opening stock should be at cost. Closing stock also should be at cost. Purchase also should be at cost. Everything should be at cost. But see here, these prices. Now, you have opening stock, you have closing stock. Tell me, these opening stock details and closing stock details, head office knows or we'll get the info from the branch? Hey, respond, Ra. So how much stock is lying with the branch, whether head office knows it or whether we'll get the information from the branch manager? So we have to consult the branch and they will tell us how much stock is with them. And they know only one price. Invoice, they don't know how much is the cost price, which means this branch stocks which are given to you, this opening stock as well as closing stock, all these are which prices? Invoice. I want you to write all that in the question only. So which prices are given? Invoice. Opening stock is at invoice. Closing stock is at invoice. Because they know only that price. Then now, one more. Look at this point. Madras office, this head office. Invoices goes to the branches at fixed sales price. Underline pranga. Invoices goods to the branches at fixed sales price. What does it mean? Invoice price is equal to selling price. Selling price is fixed. You cannot sell at more than IP, less than IP. That freedom is not given to you. So you have to sell at IP. So invoice price is equal to selling price. You cannot have more than that. Invoice price is equal to selling price, which indirectly means opening stock and closing stock are at which price? Selling price. 4 observations. I'm repeating once again. Which method? Single entry also, debtors also. Single entry method, you have to prepare which account? Trading account. Trading account, I have to show opening stock and closing stock at cost. But in this question, that opening and closing stock data we would have got from branch and they would have given at invoice price. And in this question, invoice price is equal to selling price because you don't have the freedom to sell at more than that. This much you understood? Now tell me, what is the first thing we need? Exactly. Now, trading account, you have to record in which price? Cost. But this opening stock is in selling price. Closing stock is also in selling price. But I have to record that cost price. So from selling price, if you have to bring it down to cost price, the first thing I need in this question, gross profit ratio. That is the main thing. What you need? Gross profit ratio. And one point is say all the three branches are having uniform percentage of profit. How much we don't know, but it is uniform. So now tell me, what is the first thing you should calculate? Gross profit ratio. Okay, so please write down. Write down in the given case. In the given case, write down the observations first correctly. In the given case, write down point by point. First point, opening stock and closing stock will be at. The given case, opening stock and closing stock will be at invoice price. In bracket you write selling price. Both are same in the question. Opening stock and closing stock will be at invoice price, which also happens to be selling price. Point number 2. Point number 2. Trading account has to be prepared. Trading account has to be prepared at cost price. Trading account has to be prepared at cost price, for which we need gross profit ratio. For which we need gross profit ratio. So if you know that, it's a very simple question. We need a gross profit ratio. So what is the first working note? Gross profit ratio. Find out. Please do it. Working note 1. GP ratio. Try pannunga. Excess profit won't be there. Yes. How much is the GP ratio, guys? 25% on 20% on sales. Okay. Others, anyway. Right. The GP ratio I want. You know GP ratio formula. Gross profit by sales. You know gross profit formula also. Sales minus cost of goods sold. Find out. GP ratio 20% on sales. Any other? I want as a percentage of sales. How much, Loki, how much you got? 20% on sales. Okay. Work in progress. Online students, GP ratio. Understand the importance of the question. If GP ratio is not done, gone. Can't start only. What are you guys are doing, Ra? Some answer. What are we getting? 31.5. Okay. Same 31.5. Anyone getting 25% on sales? 25%? No. 25 point something. Okay. Anyone getting exactly 25? No. GP ratio. GP ratio. Come on. Okay. Any other important observation you have made apart from the two observations? I already dictated to one more observation. If you look at this, which is head office here? Chennai, I'll call better. Okay. Head office, are they doing any sales? No. All the sales are made only at branch. And who is doing purchase? Head office. Are the branches purchasing? No. So the head office buys, sends everything to branch, and who sells it ultimately? Branches. Head office is not selling anything. Now, you know the basic formula. Opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. Do that. How much you get, guys? How much? Do it. Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. So 54,000 plus 274 minus 28. How much you get? 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs. Okay. Now you should have told me by now. How much? 20%. Now at least you should tell me. 25% on? 25% on cost? 25% paka? Okay. On cost anyway. Very good. Listen. Can you tell me what is this 3 lakhs? Respond panangara. Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. You get 3 lakhs. What is that? Cost of goods. Cost of goods. Complete a sentence. Sent. Not sold. Because Chennai head office is not selling only. That's what I'm telling. Are they selling the item or sending the item? Sending the item. Who is selling? Branches. So are they selling it? No. So that is not cost of goods sold. That is cost of goods sent. Cost of goods sent. Now, can you total all this? 4 lakhs. Can I compare this 3 lakhs and 4 lakhs? No. Because this 3 lakhs is the cost of goods sent and this 4 lakhs is the sale value of goods sold. Sir, what you are talking? I repeat. My gross profit formula enapa? Hey, gross profit formula, sales minus cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. But in this question, do I have cost of goods sold? No. What I have? Cost of goods sent. So I have cost of goods sent. If I know cost of goods sent, I will try to minus this from sales value of goods sent. Sir, what you are talking? I am repeating. Sir, in this question, do we have cost of goods sold or cost of goods sent? Cost of goods sent. Cost of goods sent should be compared with sales value of goods sent. Then you get the profit. You cannot compare sales value of goods sold with the cost of goods sent. It cannot be sold and sent. It has to be sent and sent. Did you understand? Now, so cost of goods sent, 3 lakhs. Sale value of goods sent, how do you calculate? So let's all of you write down. Let me dictate that notes. Please write down. In the given case, head office is only sending goods. Head office is only sending goods. Cost of goods sent is equal to, write it correctly, don't write COGS. Then tomorrow you'll read it as sold. Cost of goods sent is equal to formula, opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. You do the calculation, that gives you 3 lakhs. 20% on sales. Okay, so cost of goods sent 3 lakhs. Next you write down the cost of goods sent has to be compared with, write a sentence, the cost of goods sent is to be compared with sale value of, is to be compared with sale value of, compared with sale value of goods sent, not sold, goods sent. Clear? Sale value of goods sent. I will make a working note for it. Can you tell me what are the branches we have? Particulars, 3 branches, names are Coimbatore, Trivandrum, Bengaluru. Okay. Can you tell me sales? Sales solunga. What is the sales of Coimbatore? 180. Okay. Trivandrum 120. Bangalore 1. These are at which price? Invoice price, which is also selling price. Okay. Opening stock. So what you're talking, I'll explain it. Opening stock, can you give me the figures? Opening stock figures solunga. 16,000, 12,500. This is at which price? Opening stock is at which price? Invoice price, which happens to be selling price. So this is also at selling price. Okay. Now can I say, during the year when I have said, now try to understand, this opening stock of 16k, 12,500, 10,000, all this is sent now or sent in the last year? Last year, so opening stock would have been sent to the branches when in the last year. And normally we presume FIFO method of sales if the question is silent. Now, what is the sales we have made? 180. Out of that 180, opening stock would have been sold, and so opening stock, this 16,000 is a part of 180. I'm repeating. What is the sales of Coimbatore? 1,80,000. This is what they have sold during the year. But should I take sale value of the goods sold or sale value of the goods sent? Sent. So obviously, whatever I have sold, whatever I have sold would definitely include opening stock. But the opening stock is sent now or sent in the last year? Last year. Which is, can I say that 16k is there in 180? Because they would have sold that 16,000 is there in 180 but sent now or sent in the last year? Last year. So what I should do? You tell me ba, minus, I'm repeating, opening stock would have been sold in the current year. Anna 1,80,000 la, this 16,000 will be there na? Sir, yes or no? But that 16,000 is sent when? Now or in the last year? Last year. I want sale value of goods sent in the current year. Okay. Next, closing stock. Closing stock is also at which price? Selling price. Closing stock is sold or still lying with us? Still lying with us. But the closing stock would have sent during this year only. So is it there in the sales? Is it there in the sales? No. But have you sent it during the current year? Yes. So what I should do? Add. Closing stock you add. Selling price you add. 6,000, 5,000, 2,005. So opening stock to be removed, closing stock to be added. Confused properly? Very good. A opening stock is at which price? Selling price. That opening stock will be a part of sales. But the opening stock was sent in last year, so I am removing. Closing stock is not a part of selling price, but since it is sent during the year, I am adding. Hello? That's it. Find out. 180 minus 16 plus 6. 170. 170. 1 lakh. 12,500. 92,500. Add these three. This will give you, what is this? Sale value of goods sent during the current year. Sale value of goods sent. Total of this 3,75,000. This is the sale value of the goods sent. this you compare with cost of goods sent. So this is sale value of a goods sent. I'll just write SV GS. Sale value of goods sent minus cost of goods sent. What is the cost of goods sent? 3 lakhs. That will give you profit 75,000. So I don't mean to say this is the profit realized. Just to find the ratio. So what is the profit? 75. Now find the ratio. So GP ratio 75,000 by 3,75,000 into 100. 20% on sales. That you be specific. Don't simply write 20%. 20% on sales. That's it. Now you can start the problem. It's clear. GP ratio we found out. So what you're asking here? Trading account. For trading account, everything has to be at cost. To do the cost, we found out the GP. And once you know the GP, selling price is 100, GP is 20, so cost should be 80% figures. Anyway, so make a note, then we'll do trading account. Similar question. We'll do it. Please zoom out. Priya, you can see. Can you do the trading account now? Trading account combined. Please. Particulars Coimbatore, Trivandrum, Bangalore. Columnar format. Combined. Particulars CTB, particulars CTB. Priya, once you're done, please let me know. Hey, why did I remove opening stock in this? Why did I remove opening stock? It's a part of sales but sent in last year. Why did I add closing stock? It's not a part of sales but sent in current year. Clear? Trading account banega. So combined trading account for the year ending. No, year ending. Have they given? Year, date 31st March 14. Now it's easy. Start doing faster. First one, opening stock. See, they gave you at which price? Selling price. You know the profit is 20%, so cost has to be 80%. So whatever they gave you, apply 80% and give me the figures, please. So whatever is given at selling price, I'll just take 80% of those figures. Give me the figures now. 12,000. First one, Coimbatore, how much? 12,800, okay. 10,000, 8,000. Opening stock. Clear? Next. Two purchases. How much Coimbatore? No purchase. Trivandrum? No purchase. Bangalore? Whatever goods sent by the head office to the branch, from branch point of view it is a purchase. That was I was going in the last question now. Purchase is there. Look at this calculation. What is the sale value of the goods sent to Coimbatore? 170. Whatever is sent to Coimbatore, for them it is a purchase. But at 170 is sale value. You should take 80% of 170, which is 136. The sale value of the goods sent is there now. 80% you take in all that. Two purchases. Two purchases. I'll write in brackets for the reference. Sale value of goods sent into 80%. Sale value of goods sent into 80%. Give me those figures. 1,36,000, 90,000, 74,000. That's all. This side, sales. Sales pa. We'll take actual sales. 1,80,000, 1,20,000, 1 lakh. By closing stock. 80% of the value. So take selling prices available, 80% of that. 4,800, 4,000, 2,000. Either you find GP as a balancing figure or you know it is 20%. To gross profit 36,000, 24,000, 20,000. Verify. It's 20%. No, it's 20% on sales. Otherwise, take it as balancing figure. Good. That purchase part you understood now, no confusion. Sale value into 80%. So with this we finish part 1 of the question now, because they are not asking only single entry. They read the last sentence of the question. They are also asking you to prepare a branch account. Branch account. Finish this first, then we'll do branch account and which system? Data system. These people have a lot of grudge on students. They should have removed branch accounts first from syllabus. Seriously don't understand why they have kept this chapter. They have removed departmental accounts, insurance claims, all easy chapters which are scoring, and left this nonsense chapter. Anyway, this part is clear, guys. Okay, I see is like this. Now, so next one, next one, data systems. You have to prepare only one account. What is that? A branch account. That will do it now. Here again, any observations you have made? Sir, what observations are? Any observations you have made? Any observation? Look at this. Mano. Look at this. Branch accounts on 1st April 2013. What is this? Branch account opening balance. And branch account opening balance is nothing but opening balance of all the assets. So branch account normally opening balance to branch stock, branch cash, branch status, assets. Instead of giving the breakup, they simply say Coimbatore total assets 15, Trivandrum total assets 32, Bangalore total assets 4,000. So we know the total assets of each branch. But when you prepare that branch account, you cannot show total, you have to show the breakup. Understanding? So let's start doing now. So prepare branch account. So data system, write the heading data system. data system. So which account? Branch account. Only one. Branch account. Column now format. Particulars. If you want, you can prepare 4 branch accounts for each branch separately. Particulars. Coimbatore, Trivandrum, Bangalore. Particulars. Coimbatore, Trivandrum, Bangalore. Do we know opening balance? Yes, but the opening balance of branch account is nothing but the total assets. Start. To balance brought down. To balance brought down. Can you tell me what all assets you have identified? Do we have opening stock? Yes. So we'll start with branch stock. Developer. Opening stock of Coimbatore. Opening stock of Coimbatore. How much? If you remember the format of branch account, opening stock will be at IP loading elimination, closing stock at IP loading elimination. That's what you are supposed to do, correct? So what is the opening stock? 12,800. No, not 16. It is directly cost. Don't record it IP, remove the loading, all that drama don't do. Why? Why? Because it's given in the question. Look at the question, Rao. What are they telling? You should observe everything. What are they asking? Madras office invoice goes to the branches at fixed sale price but maintains branch accounts in its ledgers at cost price. Which is, are they showing opening stock at IP then removing the loading, all that? No. Opening stock will be at cost. Closing stock will be at cost. GSB also will be at cost. Understanding? So branch accounts, are you doing at IP and then removing loading or directly cost? And you know all the figures. All the figures you know. Where this went? Govinda, Govinda. And give me the figures. Particulars. Coimbatore, Trivandrum, Bangalore. Really sorry for the delay of particulars. Give me the figures, guys, please. Opening balance, to balance brought down. How much is the opening balance, guys? Branch stock, I'll record at which price? Cost, brackets like you write it, tomorrow you should not have confusion. Cost price, why are we doing at cost? Requirement of the question. 12,800. Trivandrum, 10,000. Bangalore, 8,000. But they gave you branch account ka opening balance. So what is the opening balance of branch? Represents the total assets, all the assets put together. So one asset we know stock. Other asset we don't have any information about credit sales. So we don't presume data. The other asset has to be cash. Branch cash. Because there's no information about credit sales. So we presume that it can be data also. But why not data? You'll understand. Last part. Ma Coimbatore opening balance total. Hey, Coimbatore opening balance of assets 15. Out of that 15 stock 12,800. So cash should be 2,200. Remaining figures 2,200. Same way Trivandrum total opening 22,000 guys. 22,000 above. Stock 10. Cash. Hey, I'm trusting you guys. Cash 2,000, Cash is 22, okay da. Cash is 22. Bangalore. Bangalore branch, what is the opening branch account balance? 4,000. In the stock how much? 8,000. So cash should be overdraft. So when I say cash, it could be bank also. So Bangalore branch has 4K OD. That's the reason I took cash. Okay, you cannot take data. The reason being the one data turns out to be negative. Anyway, this part is clear. Next up, 2 GSB. 2 GSB. 2 GSB. Which price? Cost. Everything is at cost only now. No more confusion. 2 GSB at cost. How much? You already know on the purchase parang about trading account la 136. That is what is the cost of goods sent now. Cost of the goods, sale value of goods sent. 136 next. 90,074, right? This is GSB at cost. Any cash remittance? Remittance is there. Cash sent is not there. Sent is not there. This side any returns? Returns irkama? No. By cash remitted. The 320 is the total they have given under Madras, which is remitted by Coimbatore, Trivandrum, Bangalore put together. Can you give me branch wise remittance? 1 lakh. Coimbatore how much? 1.5 lakh. Okay. 1 lakh. This is cash remitted by the 3 branches. All put together 320 is what is given under Chennai head office. So cash sent irka? No. Cash remittance? Yes, we have taken. Anything else? Format, balance carried down. And one big headache is not there. What is that? Opening stock reserve, closing stock reserve, elimination of net GSB, nothing, no drama. Balance carried down. What do you have? Branch stock. Give me the cost. Give me the cost. 4,800. 4,000. 2,000. Bracket should write all these are cost. Now, so I'll tell you 2 different ways. You already know the profit under which method? Single entry. Put that profits here if you trust yourself. Put the profits there and find out the closing cash balance. That is one way. Second way, find out the closing cash balance, put it there, you will get the profit. I repeat, there are 2 ways. What is the first way? You already know the profits now, so put those profits there. Profit should come on that side. Put the profit, what will be the balance figure? Cash. Or other way, find out the cash, find the profit later. So what shall we do? You will trust yourself and put the profit or find the cash? Find the cash, okay pa. Professional. So, branch cash or bank? Branch cash or bank? In brackets, I'll just tell you. How do you find out the cash balance? Opening balance plus sales minus remittance. Opening balance plus sales minus remittance. What is the opening balance for Coimbatore? Cash, raw cash, 2200. Hey, opening cash 2200. Add the sales of Coimbatore minus remittance and tell me the final figure. I'm not doing, I'm trusting you guys. Opening cash plus sales minus the remittance and tell me the figure. 32,000. All of you online students, I hope you are following. Opening balance of cash, sales made, remove the remittance. Same way do for the remaining and tell me. 42.26. Balance it, this should give you profit. Another way, put the profit, that will give you cash. Closing cash calculation purunjida. Opening balance plus cash sales minus that remittance. Profits to head office P&L. Anyway, you know the answer is 36,000. Matching na? That's it. See, beautifully framed question now. Because if you don't know GP ratio, gone. You cannot do the trading account, and if you don't know trading account, you cannot do branch account. Because from trading account, everything is recorded here also at cost. For everything you need GP ratio. Opening cash balance, Preeti. Okay, that part, those are not clear. See, they have given you branch account opening balance. What does it indicate? In this question, branch account opening balance, what is that? Total of the assets. If you look at Bangalore, so if you look at Coimbatore, what is the total assets? 15,000. And out of that 15,000, stock 12,800. Remaining figure, cash, 2200. Karan? Preeti, you understood that opening cash part? See, total branch balance, in that you remove stock. Karan, how do you get cash remittance? Okay. Yeah, how did I get cash remittance, Ra? What is the opening cash of Coimbatore? 2200. Plus sales of Coimbatore, Karan. What is the sales? Add the sales and remove the remittance. Opening cash, add the sales, remove the remittance. Relax for 1 minute. Break. I thought I'll finish dependent independent branches today and tomorrow. How can bad debt be more than debtors? How can it become negative? So you sell 1 lakh, 2 lakh becomes bad debt. No. Debtors is negative means bad debt. I understand, long session. Just give me the question, I didn't see that. I'll go through. This one you're talking about. Oh, this is what I gave. I thought you were giving some other question. Okay. Hope it comes. Okay, can we do another 2-3 problems? I'm asking you, you can be honest. Another 2 problems? 1 problem? You should say, we'll sit till the end and we'll finish anyway. So 1 more problem. Okay. We'll do it. Last question. Okay, chalo. Last question. Now from tomorrow we have to be a little faster, otherwise you cannot. Question number 3. Start. Give your 100% raw. I understand that you guys are mentally tired, but still, you don't have an option. Please give your 100%. Question number 3. Someone read the question, pa. Manav, read the question, pa. Underline the entire sentence. So the invoice price is 20% less than catalog price, which means if you want to know the invoice price, first you need catalog price, and catalog price is cost plus 50%. Okay, underline that. So 20% less than catalog is IP, and catalog price is cost plus 50. Okay, continue. Underline discount 15% on prompt payment. So is it trade discount or cash discount? Cash discount. So in brackets you write it. Cash discount. So do you remove cash discount from sales and book it or book it separately? Hey, cash discount irukka. Now should I remove it from sales or book it as separate expense? Separate expense. Trade discount you'll remove, not cash discount. Okay, continue. Okay, whatever I'm underlining, I hope you are doing it. Okay, continue. Underline the last sentence. A provision for discount should be made for debtors on 31st March 13 on the basis of year's trend of prompt payment. Okay. Now, what are the important observations? Have they given IP? No. What is the IP in this question, guys? 20% less than catalog. And catalog price is cost price 50%. So what we'll do to start this problem, let's take some numbers. So I'll assume the cost price to be 100. Don't take X, Y, all that. No. Cost price is 100. If cost price is 100, catalog price will be 150. Just make a note. So cost price is 100. So I'll assume catalog price to be 100 plus 50%, 150. This is catalog. Catalog. And if you know the catalog price, invoice price, what is catalog price? List price. Okay. Invoice price 20% less than catalog. So 150 minus 20%, which will be 120. First, this is the main thing I want you to write on this. So I'll assume cost to be 100, catalog price to be 150, invoice price to be 120. Cost 100, catalog 150, IP 120. Done with this? Now, which method they're asking? Trading and P&L account. Trading and P&L account, you have to show the opening stock, closing stock, purchase, everything at cost. But read the question, have they given at cost? Have they given at cost? No. Opening stock is at invoice. Goods received from head office also invoice. Closing stock is also invoice. Everything is at invoice, but we need to record at cost. That is one thing. Apart from that, they say a part of the stock at the branch was lost by fire whose value is to be ascertained. Goods lost, you have to find out. Will you try or will do? You will try or will do together? We'll do together? Okay, right on. So working note 1, right on. Calculation of goods lost. Calculation of goods lost. This is working note 1. Calculation of goods lost. Now, one by one. Can you tell me how much opening stock is at branch? It's given, raw. You just look at the question and give me the figures. Opening stock at branch 12,000. Which price? Invoice. So this is IP. So branch la 12,000 stock irukku, which is IP. Apart from this 12, goods sent to the branch. How much is sent? 1 lakh? 32 ma. This is also IP. Opening stock is at IP and during the year goods sent again at IP. 132. Which means how much should be with branch right now? What should be there pa? 144 should be goods available at branch. Goods available at branch. Which price? Invoice. Everything in terms of IP. So 144 should be there with the branch. Now when the goods are sent to the branch, I told you there are 4 possibilities. What are they? Goods are sent to the branch. Goods may be sold, may be lost, may be returned, closing stock. Correct? No. So in the 144 la, see one by one. This is what is available at the branch. Out of this, some are cash sales. Here come a cash sales. Some are sold on credit. So cash sales are there, credit sales are there. Cash sales, credit sale. Have they returned anything? See pa, have they returned anything? See the question, if you look at me, you will not understand. Any question, anything is there? Returns are there? No. Closing stock is given? Yes. So some are sold for cash, some are sold for credit, some item is there in closing stock, remaining item should be lost. It is balancing figure. They are asking you to find out this first. Some goods are lost. Did you understand guys? So at the beginning how much was there? 12. We have sent how much? 132. Overall 144. Out of that 144, some are sold for cash, some are sold for credit, some items are lying with us. Remaining items should be lost. This 144 is IP. In our assumption, IP represents 120 value. I want you to write this. This is 120 value. Opening stock is sorry, that goods available 144 is IP, which is 120 value. Cashier's value ma. The cashier's is given in the question now. How much? And in the first paragraph, this say cash sales are made at. Read that question and tell me. Cash sales are made at. Cash sales are made at. Invoice price. Do you find that? So cash sales are to be made at. Invoice price. So can I say this 46,000 also represents 120 value. Cash sales are at IP 120. Credit sales are made at catalog price. So credit sales value 1 lakh. 1 lakh. But this 1 lakh is not at the IP, but this 1 lakh is made at which price? A catalog price, which is 150. So this is 150 value. But I'll convert everything in terms of 120 because that 144 is in terms of 120. Let us convert everything in terms of 120. So if 150 value is 1 lakh, 120 value how much? This part, can you tell me how much? 80,000. 1 lakh into 120 by 150. 80,000. So the 144 IP la, 46,000 is IP of cash sales. 80,000 is IP of credit sales. Closing stock. Which price? Represents 120. Now everything is in terms of 120. Cash sales at 120. Credit sales at 120. Closing stock at 120. Remaining balance figure should be goods lost, which is also at 120. Balance 3,000. Which price is this? Invoice price, which is 120 value. Easy ma. But when I prepare the trading account, all of you please give concentration. When you prepare trading account, everything should be at opening stock at cost, purchase at cost, closing stock at cost. From the purchase you should remove goods lost. Correct? Later you have to book it where? P&L. So when you're removing goods lost, you should remove which price? Cost price. But this 3,000 is which price? Invoice price. So find out the cost of the goods lost. Cost of goods lost is equal to, ಇದು 120 value. Cost should be 100 value. So cost of goods lost 3000 by 120 into 100. This is what will come in trading account remove from purchase, P&L account debit side. Now we have all the figures ready. You just have to prepare trading and P&L. Can you? It was easy. This working note is clear now? Shall I move on to trading account? Start. Only trading or P&L? P&L also. So trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st March 14. Slowly. First item, opening stock. Now opening stock already given in the question, which is 12,000 by 120%, 10,000. Hey, correct. Opening stock is at IP, 120 value. We have to show at 100 value. So opening stock will be 10,000. Opening stock will be at cost. Next, purchases. Irkama? Irka ilya? Yes, goods sent to the branch is given. How much is sent to the branch? 1,32,000 is sent now. That is which price? IP 120 value, 100 value wala. 1,10,000. That okay. That goods lost is there 2500. Either you can minus from purchase or you can put it on. What will do? Credit side. Do whatever you want. Do it. Either you minus there or put it on the credit side. Okay, next. Any direct expense? No. Credit side solunga. Buy sales. We have cash also, credit also. How much is cash sales, guys? Hey, cash sales ra 46,000. Credit sales 1 lakh, 1 lakh. So total 1,46,000 is sales. Any returns are there? No. Closing stock. No, before that, I'm forgetting. Goods lost 2,500 at cost price. Closing stock. Tell me the cost. What is given there? 15k. 15,000 by 120 into 100. 12,500. That's it. $146, 161 minus 120, 41. Credit sales, don't remove 15% discount there. 15% discount will be given for prompt payment. That you don't remove from sales here. That is cash discount. You cannot reduce it from the sales value. Okay, ma P&L account. P&L account is easy only. Just give me whatever indirect expenses are there. By gross profit 41,000. %, discount, no. Don't remove it from sales. Next case, gross profit is taken. Indirect expense, can you tell me? Discount allowed. How much? 13,365. Okay. Anything else? Two expenses 6,000. Next. That's it, and I'll give you goods last, goods last. Goods lost 2500. Next, read the last sentence of the question. Read the last sentence of the question. That will carry 3 marks in this question. Last sentence of the question. What is the last sentence, guys? You have to create one provision for a discount to be allowed on debtors as on 31st March 13. But debtors evalama irukku? Debtors on 31st March 13. Once again, change the question. This should be 14, guys. No. Provision should be created on your closing debtors. Please change the question. 14 it should be. Please rectify. 14 da. Provision should be created on which debtor? Closing debtor. So they say provision should be made for discount to be allowed to debtors as on 31st March 14 on the basis of the year's trend of prompt payment. Okay. Now closing balance evala irukku? How much is the closing balance? 11,000. And for this I have to create provision for discount. How much is the provision for discount? Hey, what is the provision for discount percentage? How much cash discount are we giving, guys? 15% as given somewhere in the first paragraph. So 11,000 is your closing debtors and I should create a discount provision of 15%. But understand, should I give 15% discount for all the customers or only for the people who are going to do prompt payment? Prompt payment. I'm repeating. Concentrate properly. Closing debtors how much? 11,000. We should make a provision for discount. How much? 15%. But if I create 15% on the full 11,000, we are assuming that all of them are going to do prompt payment, but all of them may not do. Only some of them may do. That you have to decide based on the current year's trend of prompt payment. Okay, that you have to decide based on current year trend of prompt payment. How do you find out the current year's trend? Now, all of you, tell me, anyone? Discount allowed? Discount allowed divided by cash received. Okay, how much is the discount allowed? Discount allowed is given up. Okay, discount allowed is given. How much? 13,365. Okay. Divided by? What is that? What is that? So that will give you. What will that give you? Percentage of 15%. 15 point. Thank you so much. Listen. Focus properly. What is your closing debtors? 11,000. For that you should create a provision. How much? 15%. But can I give 15% on the entire 11k? No, because the entire 11k may not do prompt payment. That we have to decide. Now please concentrate. What is the opening debtors? Hey, opening debtors evalada? 10,000. Okay. Credit sales 1 lakh. So opening debtors was 10. We made a credit sale of 1 lakh. So how much should be the closing debtors supposed to be? 110 minus closing debtors. Closing debtors 11,000. So can I say opening debtor was 10? You made a sale of 1 lakh. Supposed to be 110, but it's only 11. What does it mean? 99,000 is debtors settled or cash collected. Hey, correct appa. So debtors settled during there. How much is settled? 99,000 is settled. Calculate 15% of this. Calculate 15. This is what is settled now. Calculate 15%. How much you're getting? 14,000 something. But look at the discount we gave in the question. 13,000 something. Which means, do you think all of them made the prompt payment or some percentage of them? Some percentage. So how much is settled till now? 99. Now, what is the discount during the year? Discount allowed evalada? 13,003, which is 15%. 15% discount is 13. If 15% is 13,365, 100% how much? 13,365 divided by 15%. How much you get? Now understand one thing. Are you giving discount on 99,000 or are you giving discount on 89,100? 89,100. Settlement is 99. But we gave a discount only on 89,100. So which means all the customers are making prompt payment or only 89,100? 89,100. So can I say 89,100 out of 99,000 are making you prompt payment 90%. Which is current year trend. What is the current year trend? 90% of your customers are doing prompt payment, and we assume the same trend will continue in next year also. Do you understand? I'm explaining this part once again. Please concentrate. Our opening data, how much? 10. We sold again 1 lakh. So it's supposed to be 110. But closing ever 11,000. Which means how much is settled? 99,000. That part is clear. 99,000 settled. During the year, we gave a discount of 13,365, which is 15%. If 15% is 13,365, 100% value would be 89,100. Which means out of the 99,000 data, the discount is given only for 89,100, which because only these people made a prompt payment. So as a percentage, how much? 90% of the customers are doing prompt payment. So please quickly make a note. Write heading. What is this working note heading? Calculation of prompt payment trend. Calculation of prompt payment trend. Why does question say credit sales are made on catalog price? Hey, what is this question, Ra? Why does question? Hey, what do I tell? Why does question say credit sales are made at catalog price? Because they are doing at catalog price, huh? And what to say? I give up. This part is given. All of you have written quick. So how much is the year trend of prompt payment? 90% of the customers are expected to make prompt payment. Therefore, listen first. Therefore, provision for discount will be. All of you listen. I'll give you time to write down. Listen, please. What is the closing data? Hey, closing data 11. Do you think the entire 11,000 will do prompt payment? No. How much of them will do? 90%. We assume the same trend is going to continue. So 11,000 la 90% of the data, which is 9,900, are expected to do prompt payment, and for them we should give 15% discount. Adu answer 1485. This is the provision that you need to create for discount. Put that amount in P&L account. Do provision for discount 1485. Easy ma. So provision for discount level 1485. P&L account la debit side podunga. See, all of you, just hold on for a minute. Wait, But during the year, how much is settled? How much is settled? 99,000 settled. For 99,000 settlement, how much discount is given? 13,365. During the next year, how much is going to be settled? 11,000. How much provision? 1485. For 99,000 settlement, 13,365 is the discount. For 11,000 settlement, it's going to be 1. This is my answer. But in the exam, can you do that? No, you cannot do that. The only reason they are asking you based on current year's trend of prompt payment, which is one working note is expected you to show the trend of prompt payment. For that, you have to do that 90% route only. But actually, this is easier way. Clear? Anyway, put that in P&L account and find out the net profit. The same answer, 15% of 99. Okay, so put this in P&L. Where is the P&L? Okay, to provision for discount. 1 4. Can you tell me the final answer, guys? Avalada. 2 net profit. Easy. Yes, I picked from different sources. Yes. See, whatever questions you have already done, there's no point repeating that. So I thought. Hope it comes. Hey, that should not happen. I'll be very sad to see you guys again in the crash course. No. One more question is there. We'll finish. We'll do tomorrow. Come with full fresh mind tomorrow morning. So tomorrow we'll finish this one question and we'll start with independent branches. So now tomorrow we have to be a little fast because by lunch we'll finish independent branches and another 4 standards tomorrow. Online students, any confusion? Thank you. What is the cost of it? 2,10,000. Fair market value. What's happening now? Not clear now. So I just do. I'll give you project remote. What you will do? This is the one. Okay. Anyone who's technically strong? No. Any techies here? Do it. Do whatever you want. We'll see what will do. That room was better, I feel. Little more. पूरा कर दे इधर तक. keep it there only. Those who are sitting in the end, can you see the screen, guys? Clear. Okay, so what is the cost of the investment? 2,10,000. Fair market value 1,95,000. In our books right now it is 2 lakhs. For example, we are reclassifying this from non-current to current investment. Can you tell me the entry? Tell me the entry. We are reclassifying from non-current to current. So I should show at cost price or carrying amount, whichever is less. What is the cost price? 2,10,000. Carrying amount 2 lakhs. So I have to show at whichever is less. So which means I have to show at 2 lakhs. Right now we are showing at 2 lakhs. So what is the entry required? No entry required because already we are showing at whichever is lower. Did you understand it? So every time there need not be an entry. So already it's at 2 lakhs. We need not make any entry for it. So just write one example. Write an example. Cost of the investment. Cost of the investment 9 lakhs. Cost of the investment 9 lakhs. Carrying amount 8,90,000. Cost is 9 lakhs. Carrying amount 8,90,000. Fair market value 8,70,000. Fair market value 8,70,000. The investment is reclassified. Investment is reclassified from current investment to non-current investment. Investment is reclassified from current investment to non-current investment. How do you read this? From current to non-current. I should show at cost or fair market value, whichever is lower. So cost is 9 lakh. Fair market value 8,70,000. So I have to show at 8,70,000. But right now, what is there in your books? 8,90,000. You have 8,90,000 is the carrying amount. So from 890, I should reduce that to 870. So the entry will be profit and loss account debit to investment. You're going to book how much loss? 20,000. Okay, can you write that? Just quickly write the entry. So the entry will be P and L to investment 20,000. That rule you have to write the provision and give the answer. P and L account debit to investment. P and L account debit to investment. Evaluate amount 20,000. That's it. So with this we are done with AS 13. So now we'll do AS 20 first. How many of you are comfortable with that standard? So first I want to finish some difficult ones which you are not comfortable. AS 20, how many of you are comfortable? Okay, so we'll start with AS 20 only then. Comfortable. Very good. Accounting standard 20. Very easy standard. Some basic calculations. So I'll divide the standard into 4 parts. First one, objective of the standard. Second part, calculation of basic earnings per share. Next, calculation of diluted earnings per share. We call DEPS, diluted earnings per share. Last one, calculation of EPS. Calculation of EPS if rights issue is involved. If rights issue of shares is involved. If rights issue is involved. That's it. This is what you'll be learning. First thing, what is the title of the standard, guys? Earnings per share. Can you tell me the main objective of the standard? What is the standard trying to explain? Any idea how to calculate the EPS? So part 1, what is the main objective? How do you calculate? Second one, once you calculate this EPS, you have to disclose that now. You have to disclose that. Where do you disclose that EPS? You have to disclose that as on the face of P&L account. I'm sure you would have learned that company schedule 3 format. Once you show that final profit from all the operations, we have to show basic EPS and diluted EPS. We show that in notes to accounts or on the face of profit and loss account? On the face of P&L account. I want you to remember that. So what is the objective of the standard? To show calculation of EPS and presentation of EPS. How to calculate, how to present it. Calculation as well as presentation. And presentation, where do you show EPS in accounts? On the face of profit and loss account or on the face of statement of P&L. On the face of statement of P&L. Any of you trading in shares, etc.? Anyone here? That's the only one. Okay, if you're doing trading, if you're trading in shares, you will be very much interested in quarterly results of the companies. Correct, Amma? Correct, Ra? And these companies, when they submit their quarterly returns, they send P&L to NSE and BSE. You can open in the website and check it. And if you look at the profit and loss account, at the end they would have shown their basic EPS and diluted EPS. And it is compulsory for them. You cannot present that in notes to accounts. You have to present that where? On the face of P&L account. Clear, ma? This is first objective. So what is our objective? We are going to learn calculation. Second, presentation. Next, how to calculate the earnings per share. From the name you can understand. What is earnings per share? Earnings available per share. Which share? Equity share. So EPS is a concept which is totally relevant only for equity share. So how do we calculate that? So write the heading, calculation of basic EPS. Calculation of basic EPS. Basic EPS. How can I say? If I want earnings for one share, your denominator should be number of equity shares. First I'm trying to give it a basic meaning, number of equity shares. Numerator should be earnings. So earnings should be the numerator, denominator should be number of shares. And that will give you earnings per one share. This is a basic understanding, correct? Now, I will show you a question. You have to tell me what you will take in numerator, what you will take in denominator. Please open the material. The material open pananga, earnings per share. Where is it? Before before 26. Where is 26? After 20. Before 4. Should have given the question numbers. Down. $22. After this, okay, 20. So first thing, what is our objective? Determination, presentation. Where you are going to present it? On the face of statement of P&L. Now, Look at this question number 1. I want you guys to tell me what will you take in the numerator, what will you take in the denominator. Numerator is earnings, denominator is number of equity shares. Now what is given to you? Earnings before interest and tax 120 lakhs, interest 20 lakhs, EBT will be 100 lakhs. From that they have removed tax 30%, that gives me PAT 70 lakhs. From this 70 lakhs, how much is transferred to general reserve? 20. Statutory reserve 10. Then proposed equity dividend 20. Proposed preference dividend 10. Tell me what you take in numerator. What is your numerator? It is earnings. What is our earnings now? Numerator solunga first. 70 lakhs. How many of you say 70 lakhs? 70. Okay. Any other answer? 60 lakhs. Okay. See, we have a PAT of 70. From that 70, when we pay dividend, the first dividend should always be given to preference shareholders. And in this question, we have proposed preference dividend. How much is that? 10 lakh. So from 70, if I remove 10 lakhs, so what is the profit available? 60. Now this general reserve created, statutory reserve created, proposed equity dividend, all these belong to whom? Equity shareholders only. General, any reserve ultimately is taken by equity shareholders only. Which is, can I simply say, PAT minus preference dividend will give you earnings available to equity shareholders. That is our numerator. Is that clear, guys? So numerator we have finalized. So what is the numerator for basic EPS? What is the formula? Profits available to equity shareholders. So I'll call the numerator as profits available to equity shareholders. Patish, it's profit available to equity shareholders. How do you calculate this? How do you calculate this? PAT minus preference dividend. PAT minus preference dividend. Correct, appa? So numerator, how much you will take now? So in this question, what is our numerator? PAT is 70, preference dividend is 10. So the numerator is going to be 60. So profit available to shareholders will be 60. Now read the remaining part of the question and tell me denominator. Denominator you have to take number of equity shares now. Look at the part. Number of equity shares on 1st April 2 lakhs. On 1st September 15, 20,000 shares are issued. On 1st February 16, 10,000 shares are bought back. Some issue is there, some buyback is there. So can you tell me in denominator what is the number you will take? What is the number? Initially how many were there? 2 lakhs. You issued 20, you bought back 10. So how many?